Hello everybody, welcome to our, what I think is going to be the series finale of our Sword and Sorcery playthrough in Stardew Valley. I'm going to miss this one. This one has been a lot of fun. I don't know if we're going to do another one later on. I don't think there's a lot of variation in the story. Like a second playthrough, I don't know that would make that much of a difference. But this one has been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed it. So we're going to do some wrap ups. Obviously, we're going to wrap up winter here, get through year 3. We're still going to try to get our Lady Sheba friendship up. It's not that big of a deal. We might sleep through some days just to kind of get some gifts and stuff like that. We'll do another Dustspire Behemoth run and just kind of look at things, kind of reminisce a little bit as things are kind of coming together. So if you've been with us for the whole series, we do appreciate that you spent some time with us on this one before we move on to something else in Stardew Valley. So, all right, let's go ahead and say hi to the family. We've got our spouse. We've got Sword, the boy, who is almost maxed out in friendship. And we got Sorcery over here, the girl. She is still 16 days away from being a toddler, so I don't know. Hey, Neonsphere, welcome to the chat. Thanks for popping in. We might just sleep through some days in order to get her up to toddler status. We shall see. All right, what do we have? We have a fishing buff. We have different things. We've got coal or ladders. We'll go ahead and take the coal there. All right, let's go ahead and get our speed buffs up and running here. All right, we're going to do like we normally do. We'll do our chores correctly. We'll go ahead and harvest our coffee. We'll still do a spring planting, even though I don't think we're probably going to continue this save. I do have a tendency that once I wrap up a playthrough, I tend not to do much with them after that. Now, we probably should plant coffee, I'm thinking, for spring. So we'll go ahead and just save this coffee. All right, we have 1 golden animal cracker, which will take over. I think we still need 2. We've got 1, 2. Yep. Hey, Nancy, good to see you. Good to see you. All right, so there's 2 cows in here. There we go. We found 1. All right, so we just got Grucky there. All right. So let's see. It's Saturday, so we don't have any missions going on there. So we need another animal cracker for our cows. Yep, lava eel was from last time, though. There are right now 2 treasure chests that you can get fishing, and I think I still have an award for the pet command. So if you find something in there, you might be able to find stuff. I got a halibut. Let's get our gambling going early. I lost 1,000 star drops. Okay. We could try to get 1 more auto petter for our little setup there. Let's alright, we'll grab some grapes. Nothing going there. That was pretty easy. Summer, fall. Alright, grapes are in. Alright, let's slide up. And let's jump out to the desert. There we go. Ooh, lots Lots of stuff out here today. Anything up here? Doesn't look like it. Mass Effect. I always like the Mass Effect universe. It's a lot of fun. Are you playing? Yeah, we might get another fishing challenge going tonight. We'll see. I always had the worst luck on the mounts. I would drop millions and not get it. Okay. No auto petter. I think we'll just abandon this. Okay. Should we go after... I'm wondering if we should go ahead and hit... Let's go see if we can find Lady Sheba. Out to the Scarp we will go. There we go. Okay. Known locations for Lady Sheba. We have found Lady Sheba there before. We have... I think we have found Lady Sheba up by the slime hutch. We found him there before. So far. Oh, there's Miss Lady Sheba. Right there. Okay, we're 2 for 2 on gifts. So nothing going there. We'll just get Mew Mew Mew. Okay, done and done. We have a help wanted for another star drop. Howdy neighbors, my goats are really hankering for red mullet. Can't find any myself. Help! Alright, Marnie, let's see what we've got going here. Just one red mullet? I'm sure we had that. Red mullet for Marnie. Alright, Marnie, Saturday. So Marnie's at home. Marnie, heard you wanted a red mullet. We'll say hi first. And boink. Alright, we got ourselves a prize ticket. I can't remember if we're 1 or 2 away. Let's see. I think we only have the 1 right now. Yep. So let's go see if we're 1 or 2. I think it's 2. Yep. So we need 1 more prize ticket to get the star drop tea there. Okay. Good progress, though. So, let's see. Next up, then, I think potentially fishing for another animal cracker. That is something that we are working on. We'll have the cows done. And then after that, no. If there's something you guys want to see, feel free to throw it in the chat. We're happy to adapt and adjust on the fly. All right. We've been doing lava eels. I think we'll stick with lava eels. Out to the island. And up to the caldera. Okay. let's go ahead and drop in any of our just general stuff. Drop that off. Yeah, unless you have the island or the greenhouse, you can grow them in there. But yeah, they won't grow out of season in the winter. Very few crops will grow in the winter. There's a handful, but not very many. Let's see, let's drop those off. Drop those off. What else are we sitting on? We got some coral. Yep, saw that she got a lava eel earlier. Hey, Caitlin, welcome to the chat. Great to see you. Okay, done. Let's drop off our plant here. Oh, welcome back. Thanks for popping in. We always appreciate it. There are actually right now 2 different varieties of star drop prizes in the fishing that you can get. We're going to limit 1 per... I should have got the treasure chest. 1 award per person, but if you get it, we'll hook you up. I think I've still got a small one in the pet as well. There it is. Alyssa got a golden treasure chest for 5,000 star drops. All right, let's hook you up. Let's see, Alyssa. There we go. Congratulations. All right, let's get ourselves a cracker. $128, Nancy. Nice. There we go. We got ourselves an iridium lava eel. All right, we got one more bonus catch here. An angler. Nice. Oh, that's amazing to hear, Nancy. Crap, I missed it. I was paying too much attention to chat. Pet's a cow. Gotta love the cows, right? All right, so here we go. The grind begins. So, what are we after in the old lava caldera here? Our goal here is to try to get one more animal cracker. That'll complete our cows. And a star drop would be amazing. That's a pretty rare drop. So we'll see what happens. We do have magnetic bait. Trying to get ourselves more treasure chests. Alright, let's clean this up a little bit. We got trash, 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 trash. We'll keep the row. More trash. Probably keep that. That's an artifact. We'll keep that. Alright, let's keep things going. Let's see, we should come up with a new challenge for tonight. What should be the chat challenge for tonight? I'll have to think about it. Come on, no, don't lose it, don't lose it. Stay with me, buddy, stay with me. Ooh, this guy's a fighter. He's a fighter. Alright, I've got one. Here's what we're gonna do. No one's hit the jackpot yet. So here's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jump into our gamble command here. Where's gamble? Where is gamble? Where are you at? Where are you at? There it is. Okay, the first jackpot. So a jackpot is normally 4 times your bet. But for tonight, or at least for right now, I'm going to change the jackpot for only the first jackpot of the night. I'm going to set it to 10 times your bet. Once somebody hits a jackpot, it's going back to 4 times. But for right now, the jackpot will award 10 times instead of 4 times your bet. So first person to get the jackpot wins 10 times their bet. Unless it's me, then I'll let it go again. If I win it, I'll win it. It's the first person that's not me. How about that? Hey, Nancy, congratulations. You're the new chat boss. So keep in mind, the gamble command will only work every 30 seconds. Can't do it faster than that. It won't hurt. It'll just not do anything. Really is all it does. So try to get some chats in between and you'll be fine. Let's get rid of pet animals. How's everybody's week going? Hope everybody's having a good midweek. I still haven't figured out how to make a display a timer type of thing, so. Yeah, if you get used to a certain setup, it's hard to be away from it. Anytime I'm ever using a computer that's not mine, it never feels right. I've got all my stuff set up the way I like it. All right, come on, star drops. Hey, Nancy hits it big. All right, let's get our treasure chest. Yep, Nancy's a machine. The message didn't change, but the actual amount did. I just changed the formula. I just didn't rewrite the question or the message, so she did. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to drop it down. Instead of 4 times, it'll now be 8 times. So let me edit that. All right, next jackpot will be 8 times your bet instead of 4. I'll change the text too so that it accurately says what it's supposed to be. There we go. Next jackpot is 8 times your bet instead of 4 times, so still a good hit. I suppose I should gamble, see if I can get lucky. Come on, animal cracker. Congratulations, 8 times your bet. Nice. All right, next one, let's go. We'll drop it down to 6 times for the next jackpot until we get back to the 4 times. All right, 6 times, 6 times. All right, next jackpot will be 6 times your bet. 13,000, nice. Okay, mine doesn't count. My win doesn't count. We're keeping it at 6 times. Yeah, we don't count mine. We'll keep it rolling. Come on, star drops. Come on, animal crackers. There's our golden chest. That can have a star drop in it. All right, we grab the chest. Come on, fishy, fishy. Nada, just some bait. Oh, fishy. Stay on that hook. Tiger trout. Our tackle wore out. All right, let's go get some more tackle. Keep going. Wow, we didn't get anything today. No star drop and no animal cracker. This has not been a good run. I'm a little disappointed. I'm gonna lose this one. Hang on, buddy. Stay with me. Oh, move too soon. There we go. There's our 6,000 jackpot. All right. Now I'm going to set it back to its original. It's now back to a 4x jackpot. You guys actually got those quicker than I thought. I thought that would take longer. All right, let's see if we can get some bonus fishing in here. All right, come on, animal cracker. Hook us up. So you notice our time's not moving. We went ahead and used our bardic skill there to give us just a little bit more fishing time here. All right, have a good lurk. Nancy, try that redeem again for me. YouTube kind of freaked out there a little bit. Come on, animal cracker. Okay, worked that time. I might have to rename that one because your first time it actually put it in timeout mode and just made me approve it. So it is really not liking the name Cracker, which is hilarious to me. So I might have to just go and change some stuff. I need to go check my YouTube settings. It might be I have my YouTube settings on a pretty strict set, and maybe that's part of it. And I don't necessarily want to change that. I do like to keep the chat clean. And we could go animal cookie. It's unfortunate because that's the official name of the item. We could go golden animal, maybe. Could just do golden. But the official name of the item is golden animal cracker. And animal crackers are completely legitimate. But I don't know, man. It's being a little fussy. But that's on the YouTube side, so I don't know how much control I'm going to have over it. Yeah, we could do some kind of just an abbreviation to circumvent it, because we're not doing anything bad. It's not a slur or anything. I'm gonna make it like stupid long. I'm gonna name it something like, oh, you know, something like the sweet treat that shall not be named. Hey Hearts, welcome to the chat. The forbidden crispy I mean, and like I said, I'm sure I have most of my YouTube stuff on basically strict mode. So it's probably a setting I have. I'll go look at that as well at some point here. Wow, nothing. We've caught 22 fish and haven't gotten one single award for it. Now what's going to be funny is we can get them in our trash or in our trees. So we might have one sitting there waiting for us. It's hard to say. Thank you for the star drop. All right, here's our chance. That could be our little cracker. It might not be, but it could be. I don't think a star drop tea will drop in the normal chest. But I don't have a tea one. That'd be nice. But Jake, welcome to the chat. We could do one though. I could build one if people want it. We are willing and able. All right, let's go ahead and keep our iridium. Now we have 36 lava eels to cook. We have 24 that we already cooked. There it is, 10. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, we can add that. Now that we have the perk system, the redeem system working, we can add things to it relatively easily. Right now we have these options, and then we have these are the costs for all the on-screen stuff are 100, and then the 2 chat boss items are 1,000 a piece. They're pretty powerful. They take 10% of the health away from the chat boss if you want to speed that little process up. Okay, let's see. Anything else in here that we need to put away? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and go get our legendary row if I can find it. Here's our legend row. Okay, let's store. And then we're going to cook. And then we're going to sell. Sell. Cooking. Leave that alone. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. Preserve jars. Let's put our legend row in there. Those are all full right now, so let's go ahead and dump that over there. Okay, those are full. So that's going to go in there. Dehydrator, fermenter. All right, let's ship some stuff. Sell. Sold. I need a camcorder command. I like that one. Wink. Let's see. Sell, store, and sell. Okay, final sales here. Let's sell that off. Bait, we'll store our bait, store our bobber. I think we're good. Now we have full moon tonight, and then one more day left of winter. All right, if we're going to do a rave, we should do a full moon rave. Ah, here comes the man in the moon. All right, last day of the season, but we also have 10 likes on the board. So let's go ahead and crank up the music. You guys know what to do. Spam them if you got them, my friends. Yo ho, yo ho! It's a pirate's life for me. All hail the Prairie King. Hey Crow, welcome to the chat. Can somebody say yeehaw? Rock and roll. Awesome, awesome. Thank you guys for the likes. We do appreciate that. It makes a big difference to the channel. So Percy's been home for 24 hours now, right? Didn't you go home yesterday? Congrats on that. That song. So this song here, that is the, when you go to watch Sam and his band play their concert, if you have selected the, I think it's called the noise rock option of what's your favorite kind of music, that's the one you get. If you pick the honky tonk, you get that one. So that's the Sam concert with the honky tonk. There's a third option. I can't remember if there's 3 or 4. Those are the 2 that I have. Yeah, so that's the song that they'll play in their concert. Yeah, I think there's 3 or 4 options that you can choose. So that's the 2. That's the honky tonky one. The file name is Bluegrass. And then this is the other one. Let me check real quick. Hold on, I have the soundtrack. Let me see if I can find... Where did I stick the songs here? Let's take a peek real quick. YouTube. Get into my YouTube stuff. Alright, Stardew Valley soundtrack. Let's see how well they're named. Sometimes they're hard to find the names. Oh, they're numbered, so they're not in alphabetical order. So hopefully they're all together. There they are. Okay, so it's Sam's Band, Electronic, Pop, Bluegrass, and Heavy are the 4. Let me see what channel these are going to play on. I have to unmute something, I think, here. All right, let me turn that up a little bit. So this one's the electronic. This one's pop. I like that one. And then obviously we've heard the bluegrass. So that's the bluegrass one. And then the experimental noise is that one. On the pop one, it's got an island vibe to it. I could buy that. There's a song called Pop Goes the World. It kind of reminds me of that one. Yeah, some of it does have that feel to it as well on the Mario, for sure. All right, so there we go. But yeah, I have the whole soundtrack. There's 100 songs in the soundtrack if you buy the soundtracks. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and get back to my stuff. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and take a short break here. We'll be right back for the last day of winter. Yeah, the fair might be where I have the most slingshot shots in. I would guess is probably at the Stardew Valley Fair. If I had to guess. Alright, say hi to the family. So here comes to a close. I'm grateful to have been able to spend it with you. I love you, Rockstar, more than all the music and words in the world could express. Okay. Sorcery and sword, and there we go. It's Sunday, which means Lady Sheba. Lady should have her gifting reset. She does. Probably just gonna go cheese. I should probably save some of my iridium cheese, honestly, if I was thinking. Let's see how close we are on iridium cheese. 4 days. I don't know that I want to wait that out. Alright, we got the fishing thing again. There we go. Okay, let's go find Lady Sheba. Let's see where she got off to. We'll check known locations first. Alright, we've seen her here. We have seen her here on the beach. Let's make sure she is actually not doing something crazy today. Well, it says 9 o'clock. I don't know if I'm familiar with that one. I've used some different ones that allow you to just teleport around the world, but that's what it does. But I don't think I've used that one before. Alright, anybody up here? Well, does she show up on the map? I can't remember. So how does it guide? Does it put an on-screen thing or just teleport you there? All right. Let's see if we can find this kitty cat. Alright, let's check down here. Nope. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'll have to take a peek at it, but no, I've not used that one before. Problem here is we're looking for a small gray... Oh, there she is. She just hadn't left her box yet. Okay, let's watch her and see where she goes. We'll slow roll it here. We're not stalking you, kitty cat. You do your thing. Where are you going? Looks like you're going to the beach. We've found her here before. That appears to be where she's going today. Okay. So she probably has a number of spots that she can go to. Alright, let's hook her up with some gold cheese here. A little bit of friendly conversation. And we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half-ish. Let's see. It doesn't say. She interacts with Ellie, and she's from an Ellie Special Orders. I'm gonna guess East Scarp, if I had to guess. Yeah, I would guess East Scarp. Just because of how you unlock her little deal. Okay, let's see. Nothing going there. We finished that one. Oh, we have a new quest. I'm looking for a red mullet to enjoy after a hard day's work, Jasper. Alright, Jasper. We will hook you up with a red mullet. And Jasper, where are you hiding out? Jasper. Jasper's house, 11 o'clock. He's Scarp. You're probably still home. Alright, let's see if we can catch you before you leave. We'll hand deliver this red mullet right to your house. How does that feel, buddy? Uh-oh. What went wrong there? Oh, somebody did not bother to accept the quest. Alright, well that was a wasted fish, now wasn't it? Alright, that's fine. Here's another one. There we go. Alright. Only screwed it up a little bit. That's not too bad. I doubt that gave us a ticket. It did not. So we still need one more ticket. Hey, I got the crimson fish. Okay, we do have the fish buff today. So I think we will go and... let's go check the traveling cart and then we'll go fishing. Hello, Miss Traveling Cart Lady. What do you got for us today? Anything good? Nah. We're a pass. Thank you, though. You have a lovely selection, just not for us. Oh, it's good to see some rain. Get used to the simple life, huh? I'll retire. I'll move to a little beachside cabin like Birdie. Really one with indoor plumbing. Fair enough on the indoor plumbing. I wouldn't mind being off the grid, but it'd be hard to give up things like power and water and stuff like that. Okay. See if we can get ourselves some more iridiums here. We have 3 shots at pretty easy catches. As long as we don't get treasure chests we have to chase, we should be able to pick ourselves up some more iridium lava eels. Not that we really need them for anything, but... we shall see. But for the most part, we're just going to fish up trash, evidently. There we go. Ah, the easy catch. Now, we will give up the iridium if it means getting a treasure chest, though. Actually, if I wouldn't have messed that up, we could have probably got both on that one. He moved a little quicker than I was expecting. Alright, we got one more. One more, then we're back to normal fishing. Alright. Trash. Trash. Alright, back to hard mode fishing. Or normal mode, I guess. Where he just takes off. Come on, we want to get this by the end of the year. We want to start spring with 10 golden animal crackered cows. That's our goal. I'm getting a lot of treasure chests. We're set up for it. I got 3 or 4 more catches on our tackle there. We're going to have to update that. Come on, treasure chest. And then we should probably pop out to the Skull Cavern, see if we can get ourselves an auto petter as well. Just hunting rares. And catching fish for money, I guess. Labials pay pretty well. You cook them up. Jumpy, jumpy. Calm down, little guy. You're alright. You're okay. A little bit of a tough run there. Right, trash and trash. Another geode. Can't remember if I installed. We could crack golden mystery boxes and mystery boxes. See if we get one that way. That might be something. Let's see if we installed. Doesn't look like it, but there's a mod that you can open your mystery boxes with the Geo Crusher, but I don't think I installed it. Or I just don't have it turned on. I might have installed it. I'll check that here in a second. Stay with me, little guy. Yeah, the problem is I don't think I installed it. Yeah, it's not opening. Let's see if I remember what it's called. Okay, I might have to look a little bit more. I don't see it, but that doesn't mean it's not installed. What we might do is on our first break, we'll jump out and turn it on, and then reload the game. Our next break, and then start cranking through those and see what we can get. Build ourselves a little geode crushing farm, if you will. Really crank it up. Right now, I think I only have 2 in my setup. So if we want to crank through some of that stuff, we need to put a bunch of them in. Holy cow. I'm gonna lose this one. Oh. That's the first time I've lost one late like that. In a long time. That was bad. Got too distracted, I guess. Yeah, that's why I was thinking I downloaded it. And I just hadn't turned it on, but I'll have to look into Stardrop and see. So I also don't really... Ooh, that was bad. Oh, you know what it is? Crap. Our tackle wore out. That's why we're doing so poorly. Okay. At least now I don't feel so bad about my skills. I'm like, I'm not that bad at fishing. I lost some of my gear. That's more like it. We lost ourselves a golden box there, though. Golden treasure chest. Bing. Swap that. Fishy. I always liked the hammerhead. I had a ball driving that thing around. That's at least in the first one, right? Isn't that in the first one? Or is that the Mako? That might have been the Mako. Never mind. I'm thinking of the wrong thing. A lot of people hated the vehicle, but I loved it. I had a ball. Oh, okay, there you go. It's been a long time since I've played. I remember... I think in 2 it was a little bit easier to navigate. The first one was pretty brutal. I searched basically every square inch of the planets I would search with the vehicle. I enjoyed it. Come on, buddy, stay with me. Don't be difficult. You guys put up a good fight. That was a rough one. I miss Mass Effect. I feel like, I don't know if I'll stream it, but I'd enjoy going back and playing it again. It's been a long time since I played Mass Effect. But I love that universe. Alyssa hits another jackpot. Congratulations. And get your second of the night, isn't it? Okay. Nice. Yeah, I don't know if I'll go and stream it or not. Which means I probably won't play it. Holy cow. That one was brutal. Because really, for the most part, I don't have time to play if I'm not streaming. Work, stream, that's about it for my free time. Can't say I'm on my game tonight fishing. We've missed a couple that we should have caught. Ooh, that was a nice soft landing there. Takes some practice, but not bouncing it off the bottom is a good skill to develop. Let's see. And cook some more lava eels. I'll definitely do that. If I play a game for a little bit and then put it away, when I come back, I almost always have to start over. I won't have the immersion. It doesn't feel right just jumping back in after a long hiatus. So yeah, I start over quite often in those particular situations. Come on, Star Drop or Golden Cracker. We're not picky. We'll take either. We'll take both. We are not picky. Give us either. We could go clear our tree farm. We'll sometimes get animal crackers cutting trees down. It's a potential. Thank you, Nancy. Fishy, fishy. Alright, I'm about to go give up and go build our geode thing. Because this is not working. We've been shut out for 2 days. Well, this guy's gonna be a fighter. I can feel it. Oh, saw the purple, got excited. But then we're denied. Okay, I'm wondering. I say we just give up. Admit our defeat. Let's pop home, check out our geo-crushing situation here. So we should have... We got one right there. So we've got a kiln, couple of fish smokers. Yep, okay. What does it take to build them? We only got one. Let's make 12. 10? Maybe 10. Diamond, stone, and gold bars. Diamonds are not an issue. Actually, none of that's an issue. Alright. We need a big chest. Let's see, again, we have one. Is that the only one we have? Made one, own one. Yep. We need 10. How long does it take? I feel like it cranks through stuff pretty quick. Let's do 20. Let's start with 20. We can always add more. Alright, toss those things away. Throw that stuff away. Sell that. Alright, let's drop our row off. Okay, we need a large chest. Let's see if we have any tucked away. We do. Stone chest. Alright, I think... Let's build this right here. Alright, there we go. And then what we'll do is over the break, I'll go install the mod. We have 141. I think that's giving us a Joja Cola every day. Okay. Oh, you aren't kidding there. You are not kidding. It is so nice. Especially when you're trying to get something done and you want that just that little bit of extra time. There's a lot of the sword and sorcery I'm going to miss. The teleportation network. I still need to go look to see if I can find another mod that does something like that. That is like this thing here. And I could have made even a more complex version of this, but this ability, this is pretty cool. And the fact that you can decide where they are, that part's what I really like about it. Suppose, I guess we came out here, we might as well harvest. Like being customizable. And the way they went about it, I really like as well. You know, basically having it be you build, and these don't have to be the same as any 4 or 5 objects. It just matches those 4 or 5 objects to another one. Now, I don't know what would happen. It might be invalid if we built this somewhere else. Or we should test that tomorrow. We'll build another hay version and see if it like cycles through them. Because then you could just build a teleportation cycling network. That could be fun. Where is my... I think I left it up here. Let's go ahead and... We probably won't use the hay because I don't have any extra hay stored right now. Or we could buy some at Marnie's. We'll do the stone one. Alright, we'll put that on our list of to-dos for tomorrow. Let's go ahead, while we're still outside here, let's clean up our inventory a bit. Do we have any of those? Just the ones. We'll keep that. We'll sell that and that. Really don't know what to do with it, so we'll just put it in there. That's fine. That's good. 44 lava eels. Beautiful. Some roe. Awesome. Oh, we need to make this our geode crusher. Let's put that in production. And right now, let's put it somewhere it's pretty easy to get to. Yeah, we'll put it right there at the top. So I want to check it a lot. So we'll just leave it there. All right, let's clean out our inventory and then we'll call it. Drop that in. Legend row, drop that in. Sell our coconuts. First that can go into storage. And then I'm going to grab 4 rocks. Lock those in place. Off to bed we go. That's it for winter, and that's it for year 3. Day 1 of year 4. I haven't been to year 4 in a while. We hit year 4 occasionally, but... Okay, we got crops to take care of today, but let's go ahead and take a break. I'm gonna go find this mod, and we'll see if we can pull any star drops that way. I'll be right back. All right, that took longer than I thought. That's the newer one of the two, so I grabbed them both, so if one doesn't work, the other one will. We'll try Geo Crusher Plus first. All right. Reconfiguring the mods now. We'll get ourselves back in. While we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and do a quick shout out and thank you to all of our channel members. We do appreciate that you support the channel. Our gold crew consists of Janet, Nancy, and Victus. We've got Amp, Keto, Lux, Lydia, Mitchell, Vix, Wally, and Yoshi at our steel crew level. Amanda, Cozy Cow, Crystal, Deb, Debbie, Dreas, Dreadnought, Elite, Jojo, Miss Shelley, Jamie, Shuggy Pie, Koala, Wolfie, and Z make up our copper crew. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everything that you do for me and the channel. Oops, that's the wrong window. There we go. That was my that's the Smappy window that popped up there. I got a bunch of errors because I deleted a couple of files that were giving me some copyright issues, so it pops up a bunch of warnings and errors and stuff. Alright, because I changed mods, it might take OBS a second here to find Stardew Valley. So it's loading right now. And sometimes it has to think about it for a minute because it's technically different. Because Smappy is different because we now have a different mod set. And it can take it a minute to reconcile that. Which is okay. That's not a problem. And then if it doesn't automatically find it here, as soon as the game window pops up, then I'll go manually try to get it to recognize it. Okay, OBS, you can do it. Come on, OBS. I know you want to do it. Alright, let's see. Stardew Valley. Let's pick a different EXE. There we go. Alright, I just had to manually tell it to point to a different version. Okay, so let's go ahead and... Oh, should say hi to the family first. I'm so excited to have the opportunity to start fresh with you, Rockstar. Let's continue pursuing the best for ourselves and each other in this new year. Alright, Sorcery, where are you at, Sorcery? There you are. Alright, out we go. Now, we're going to go ahead and grab these out of here. And we're going to put them in here. Okay, it's working. Let's see how that does. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, there's our first animal cracker. So it's already paying off for us. Yeah, we'll run with 20 here and let it just kind of crank. It looks like it's, what, about an hour per, so 20 an hour. We'll crank through some of those pretty quickly. Actually, we can also, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Might as well pull those. Throw those in there as well. Yeah, I don't think we need to save those for anything. Okay, that process is up and running. Let's go ahead and pop in here. Get our coffee harvest going. Now the question is, should we maximize our farm just so we can say that we've done it? There's another cracker. All right, this is already working out for us. Should we go ahead and pressure nozzle up the farm here? I'm feeling like we should. Yeah, it's definitely saving us some, just the grind, I guess, of just clicking over and over and over again. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring you up there. So if we want to go pressure nozzled, we can put you there. And then pressure nozzled, we can put one there. Alright, and then go across this way, pressure nozzle, and sit there. And pressure nozzle, think put that there. I think we're going to be able to pull this off with 6. Now I think I only have 4 pressure nozzles. I have 5. Wonderful! Okay. It means we're taking a trip out to the walnut room, which we have right here. We have 261 items. Not a big deal. Alright, let's grab those. There we go, full coverage. Full coverage was 6. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We had 17 in there before. 16, we won't really count that one. So we're going to gain 10 extra crops by using our iridium pressure nozzle setup. Alright, next up, let's go ahead and clean this up. And then we're going to do a couple of things here. First off, let's go ahead and drop those off, that off, that off. And we'll grab our watering can. Fill in our holes. So these are the kind of things that you really probably, unless you're really dedicated to your farming, I guess. You don't really get to until the end game, if you will. Because the cost for like pressure nozzles and iridium sprinklers and all that's pretty high. Now the next thing I think we're going to do here is we're going to go see the wizard. And this is going to give us, we're going to have to give up some crop space for what I'm about to do, but I think it's going to be worth it, or it would be worth it. see if there's a way to force this to do what I think I want it to do. Let's see if this does it. Maybe it doesn't do it on the move. Yeah, I thought it would give me an outline, but it's what I'm thinking. So we've got a strip of 2 and a strip of 2 down here. I think that would give me the coverage I want. So here's what we're gonna do. Partially for aesthetics, partially for just being a little more efficient. Because I forget to harvest those crops all the time. And let's go in here. Oh, that's the wrong one, if you will. So we need the normal stone, which we don't have enough of. So I'll have to make a little bit of that. So what do we need? We have we need 8, so we need 5 more. There we go. All right, back to the tower. Grass farm. Let's see. 9 star fruit and 200 stone and 100 fiber. All right. Let's go get some star fruit. God willing, we save some somewhere. Should be in summer crops. Alright, did we save any up here? Alright, did we not save any at all? Flaw in our plan. Nope, we cooked them all up. Or we probably turned it all into wine. I'm not patient enough to grow it. Alright, let's go ahead and build one of these here. And then we're going to move our other one. There we go. Alright. We're a little redundant, but it kind of looks cool. And I'm okay with that. So we're going to go with that for now. Now let's make sure. Yeah, see, now that goes all the way to the edge on that side, all the way to the edge on that side. And the overlap in the center, they'll just help each other out. Should be fine. Next up on our list of things we need to do. Go ahead and grab our coffee beans here. I forget how long it takes on planting days, especially if you do some reconfiguration like we did. go. We are planted. I think we have everything down there that we need. So let's go ahead now and we'll process the rest of this into coffee. Let's go check, see how full this is getting. Oh, 4 animal crackers so far. Welcome to the chat, Ginger Gamer. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you saying hi. Alright, we got 4 animal crackers. We're almost made it through our boxes, so 20 was probably overkill. 50 lucky lunches. That's insane. Alright, we're just going to let this keep running. We'll see what we end up with. Actually, I'm going to pull those out because I want to see what we end up with when we get done there. Okay, as another test here, we're going to go ahead and... Actually, we probably should have done this yesterday. Or earlier in the day. Let's get the critters outside. They probably won't come out now. It's a little bit late. They'll come out tomorrow. I think we have enough hay. Yeah, we're okay on hay, so it's not a big deal. And then I think... Let's go ahead and clean out the green grass here if we can. It's pretty effective. We're going to lose a little bit here, but that's alright. It'll grow back. Any other green grass on the farm? Gotta clear it out. It does not belong. This is the bluegrass farm. Okay, we're good there. I'm just gonna go ahead and down here, let's do our test. So if we put in 1, 2, 3, and 4. We do need to make ourselves another teleportation circle. Remember the recipe for that. Alright. Now I think this is probably just going to break it, honestly. But might as well do a test. It's going to take us somewhere. Okay. So... It's not working like I thought it might. So it works, which is kind of funny. So this one takes us back to the shed, which I think might be the first one that we built. And then the shed takes us to the second one that we built. And then this takes us back to the first one. So I don't think it's very practical to do like a daisy chained version like that. So making them unique is probably a better thing to do. Okay. Let's see. We never did bother to check our missions today. What do we have? I don't want to do either one of those, honestly. What do we have here? Potatoes. And... yeah, we'll get you some daffodils. Why not? What do you got for us? 30 flies or 10 dwarvish centuries. We'll do the big one. Alright, nothing there. I see 2 more lucky lunches going there. Alright, 3 more rounds. So this is about to hit. Bam. So yeah, it's an hour. So this is going to get done Let's see, we have 9, 10, 9:40 to 10:40, 11:40, 12:40, roughly. That'll be done. So we'll see where it lands. All right, deliver 15 daffodils. Let's do that. And then we'll see if we can collect them. Daffodils. What do we got? All right, let's hit the Scarp. All right, the delivery part's done. Now we just have to go find them. Doesn't appear to be home. Lady Sheba, where are you at? 10 o'clock, walk to your box. Alright, well you've got to be around here somewhere then. Are you on the move? Or did you already teleport there because we weren't on the map? What sort of bird is this? It looks like a ball of fuzz. Fairy penguins. Brock? Brock? That's kind of cool. There's the kitty cat. Meow meow. Right, let's get you some cheese. 30 points away from 6. It's all going to be up to star drops now. Alright, we have an hour left. Go see if we can find any forage. There's the daffodil. 14 more to go. Let the forage continue. Wow, not a lot going early in the week here. Guess we'll make another run later on. Ooh, cinder sap got a little overgrown. Yeah, it's looking pretty sparse out here. As far as foraging goes. Oh, our little guy won't do spring onions. Interesting. He'll only pick stuff up, he won't dig stuff up. Guess that's reasonable. He is an owl. Alright, that's the last set. We'll let those... Oh, actually, they're probably paused now because I paused time. So they're just going to sit there. Alright, well, while we have time paused then, let's go ahead and do a little bit of greedy looting. And see if we can get a auto petter to finish up our... Ooh, so close. Got the grabber variety. Come on, petter. Yeah, we'll take that. sprinklers. Mega bomb. Ooh, 2 grabbers. No petter. Alright, time seems to be working again. Alright, we'll go ahead and pull those out. Put that in place. So we want one more auto petter just to complete our little thing there. Alright, 20 minutes. Oh, it must have cracked open other boxes that it found, I'm gonna guess. Okay. So what's our total from our golden mystery boxes? Things of note, 27 sprinklers. Deluxe speed grow. 560, that's nice. We got the 4 crackers, that's what we were going for. Lucky lunches aren't bad. 110 bombs. 1 prismatic shard. It's a rare drop, but it definitely got us one. Let's see. Bunch of trees, bunch of books. Some tackle. 6, 9, 10 generally just rare looty items. 220 parsnips. That's crazy. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and put away anything in here. Put most of that away. Actually, we can stand up here and do this. So let's grab... Alright, apple trees. Why didn't the sprinkler stack? Oh, I bet you... Do I have those in... I've got those in the seed maker, and that's inside of the shed. So let's take this stuff out and put it in support, where it makes more sense. There we go. Alright, we got some books that we didn't have. So we'll store those. Apricot. Spring. Throw that in there. Alright, and then... Two, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll just sell these. Alright, we'll work on these tomorrow. That'll go to our... Well, we'll start with the cow, and then we'll have to figure out what the other 3 are going to go to. And then we'll crank these out and see if we get any more. Done and done. Got our row. Feeling good about that. Let's go ahead and sell off that stuff. Oh, the coconuts. The number of coconuts that we've sold, I tell you. Alright, I might have to add that geode crusher thing to our kind of our core set. That's nice. To be able to open up things and just not go to Clint. I'm not even worried about the money. Even if it charged us money, that's still a nice little general perk. Drop in our legend row. Sell, sell. Yeah, it's definitely a nice... It's just kind of a time saver. No, we don't want to do that. We just need to put this in our collection, I think. Let's see, where do we have the other one? 300. I'm guessing the other one's probably very similar. They probably essentially do the same thing. It's just two different implementations of it. Alright, Junimo huts are there. Alright, trash is done. Sell that. Got 2 more gold mystery boxes. Cool. Our hoarding paid off, I guess. I'll tell you what, those lava eels make us some cash. 3,675. We can easily get 20 to 30 of those a day. Let's say on the high end we get 30. That's 100 grand a day you could get at a relatively low level, right? Obviously you have to get to the, well, you don't have to, but I think it's a lot quicker in the caldera than it would be in the mines. But once you get access to Ginger Island and the caldera, you could crank out some money just fishing up lava eels. That's pretty crazy. Alright, so these must be the normal mystery boxes. So let's go ahead and get those cranked up. And we'll throw those in as a bonus. Alright, we'll let those run. Nothing really on the calendar that we need to worry about. So let's go ahead and slip out. We'll take a break. And we'll be right back. All right, we are back. Let's say hi to the fam. Hey, Sword. Say hi to Cirrus. Infinite Cycle of Joy, huh? Sounded like a song to me. All right, Sorcery. 13 days to toddlerhood. Butterfly. We're going butterfly hunting today. All right, so these are now cranking out. So first things first, let's go find our cows. So we have one brown cow. 0 for 2. There, we found him. All right. So the cow's fully animal crackered. Our ostriches fully crackered. Golden chickens are fully crackered. Normal chickens fully crackered. Blue chickens fully crackered. We got one goat. And what? Over here. One dino. We have 3 left. Let's do the 3 void goats. I mean, really we should do the nanny goat. Do we already do the nanny goat? Yeah, let's do the other nanny goat. Because that'll give us goat milk. The other 2 void goats will give us cloth. I don't care about. So let's go ahead and get the normal goats next. There we go. Goat, 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 goat. Perfect. All right. I don't know that this is going to get us any animal crackers, but we'll let it run, see what we get out of that. Okay, mission-wise, we got some foraging to do. We have to go slay 30 flies. Where's the easiest place to get flies? The cave to the dangers, or Skull Cavern flies count? Let's see what pops up in the wiki. We have cave fly, mutant fly, cave fly dangerous. Dangerous mines. Yeah, we'll probably go see if the Skull Cavern ones count, because those come up quite often. And if those count, we can get through that. If not, we'll have to go back to the normal mines and do it in there. Okay, let's see. Sell. Drop that off. Okay, let's go see if we can get ourselves some flats. We are going to need our infinity blade, though. Cherry bomb. Cherry bomb. Alright. We're not running the best quality loot here. So far we're in the C territory. Come on, kick it up to an A for us. Still probably a C. C plus. That's okay, but maybe a C plus B minus level today. Alright, let's go see if we can find ourselves some bugs. Ooh. I don't think I saw an exit when we first came in. Probably should have been paying closer attention. Now I'm feeling like there was, because we are clearing a lot of blocks here. Yep. Alright, game audio has been a little loud. Hopefully that wasn't a problem. I turned it up for the music, and I forgot to turn it back down. Alright, did you count? You did not. Alright, so that one doesn't count. Which means we may need to go to... Let's try again. What are you? Yeah, you're just a bug. Not a fly. Alright. New strategy then. Let's go ahead and get ourselves to 8:55 here, I guess. Alright, we're out. So we're gonna let's just pop home, store our stuff here. Let's see. Throw that in there. So here is what we're going to do next then. We'll pull our little... Yeah, let's keep him in there for right now. Alright, let's go down to the sewer. Alright, before we go in here, we're going to unequip you. And we need a weak weapon. Let's see if we can get this to work. So what we want... What was shooting it? Why are you blowing up? Are we dropping a dot? Can I just punch you? Let's try that. No. Okay, let's try this then. Let's put that weapon away. Because if that's causing the dot... Nope, they're just exploding. Are we doing too much damage with our scythe? Is that possible? Alright, let's try this then. Let's get our original scythe. We should have that somewhere. There it is. If that's not a weak weapon. 35. That's what we want. Alright, we wanted to convert over to flies. Alright, so these are counting. Okay. So our original scythe does... Oh, that one exploded. I might have hit him twice, actually. That might be on me. Alright, let's get our weapon back. Come at me, bro. Boom. Okay, so we should be able to also do that in the mines if we get ourselves to like the larva area. So we'll give that a try. Okay, we have a possible solution to killing cave flies. Now we could just go back to the sewer tomorrow as well, now that we've figured out a general strategy. Alright, let's go looking for daffodils. What do we got? Got a leak. Now, can we get larvae in the dangerous mines? See, cave fly dangerous. 41 to 69. Mutant fly, where are you? That's the mutant bug, or mutant skull cavern. Okay. What about larva? Or grub, I guess. Grub and grub dangerous. Grub dangerous is probably what we're going to need. 41 to 69. Okay. Let's give this a try now. Oh, we need to unequip this guy. He's doing too much damage. There we go. So that's what we want, I do believe. So we're 8. And it counted. Alright, perfect. Alright, well, one hit on these guys wasn't enough. Come on, convert. Alright, so a little more work on these guys. Might be able to go back to our iridium scythe on these. Because it's the dangerous mines, they're probably tougher. So let's try that. Alright, out we go. I don't even have my axe with me. I'm not going to worry about it. It's not what we're after anyway. Alright, let's try one hit with the iridium. No? What about 2? Alright, looks like 2 shots with the iridium will do it. Oops. Got a little aggressive on that one. That's all right. I think we're getting through this. Yeah, 21. Our strategy is basically working now. Oh, beautiful. Ding. Come and get us. One more. I don't see any larvae or bugs or whatever they're calling them. There we go. Done, done, and done. Coffee bean. All right, we need to go find daffodils now. So we will re-equip you because you'll do that work for us. Go ahead and slip home again. Raisins. Alright, start making raisins again. 12 should be enough, but now we have 2 Junimo huts. We'll double our raisin usage, so we'll go ahead and get those cooking. Coffee. Sell. Crush. And store. All right, so this is our loot from our normal mystery boxes. So, not near as good. You can see the difference in the golden versus normals. Different things. Still got some rare items. Got 1 prismatic shard, which is basically the same. Let's see, 7 of our kind of treasures. A lot more food, it would appear. All right. Pump as much of that into storage as we can. Fried egg, tortilla, lobster bisque. Coffee. All right, next up on our list is golden coconuts. And if we want to, we could actually start working through geodes. We think that would be fun. Well, let's crank through these golden coconuts. Okay. That is done. Let's go foraging. Mushroom, not what we're looking for. Ugh, we really need to clean up the forest and make getting through there a lot easier. Alright, still a little thin on the forageables. Might have to give it a couple of days to spawn up for us. Don't need beach ones. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. Let's go up to the northern part of the Scarp before we call this. Because there are sometimes some good forageables up here. Got a leak. More horseradish. I didn't mean to go in here, but we might as well look around while we're here. I don't spend much time up here, so. More leaks. Definitely a little light on the old daffodils, though. Which is fine. That's one of those we'll get in time. I'm not overly worried about. I think we have 2 weeks. Yeah, 13 days. There we go. That helped. We got like 5 in there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, 1 o'clock. Start heading towards home. I figured we'd find one area that would hook us up. Alright, that's 7. Almost half. Alright, so we're about to pass out. Alright, what do we got? We'll leave that till tomorrow. 8 skulls, though. Doink, doink. Nope, you stay in there. Nice! It's an $8,000 recycle there. Hey, we got honey again. A while since we've harvested honey, it feels like. Alright, let's see. Sell you, sell you, sell you. Sell, sell, sell. Recycle you again, see if we get lucky. Alright, we'll let that process tonight, and then we'll see if we want to do the other geodes. I mean, just out of curiosity, what would... Oh, very cool. I like the Escapists. It's a fun little game. I've played it a little bit, not a ton. But I think it's made by the same company that makes the last Starship game that we played. I think it's the same group, same people, if I recall. All right. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to get our star drop teas. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start just tweaking now because I want to see some things happen. What do we got? 12 more days. I don't know if I want to skip 12 days. But we are going to go ahead and accelerate time here a little bit. What I mean by that is in normal play, we would be able to get Lady Sheba's friendship all the way up. And I don't think it's going to make any difference, but I want to see if it triggers any cutscenes, because that's really what we want to see. So let's go ahead and... well, let's wait for a little bit, because I don't think she'll come out of her box until like 8 or 9. 9 o'clock. She starts walking around the Scarp. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Broke even. All right, let's go ahead and harvest coffee. I think we found a way to get people into the commands, though. Give away star drops and people get excited. That was kind of cool to watch. That chat was moving quick there for a while. So I have to figure out a rhythm of prizes, if you will. Okay, let's see. What else can we do here? That's as good as reason as I can think of. Because it's something to do. Yeah, the chat was rocking. Run away, little birdie, run away. Well, I guess the daffodils just haven't flowered yet. Oh, there's one. There's one. Hello, penguins. Balk? Balk right back at you. No, it was cool to watch. And the other thing that was cool is no matter who won, everybody was excited, right? It wasn't like, oh man, I'm mad because they won and I didn't type of thing. Because competition can breed out some ill feeling sometimes. I was glad to see that not happen. Or anytime you're giving something away. Oh, on the... Okay, Lady Sheba. 13,997. That'd be 13,990. Yeah, 13,997. Okay, Lady Sheba, where are you headed? All right. So you can see here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You think that did it? 1401. Congratulations. All right. Lady Sheba is now full on friendship. We'll see if we get any hard events out of that. I don't know that we will, but it's worth checking on. We haven't gotten any yet, I don't think. So it's not really a thing. All right, where are we at on daffodils? We need 5 more. Let's go check the cinder sap. Oh yeah, I've got to find an equivalent to that teleport system. I wish I would have discovered that sooner. We had that for a long time. I just didn't check it out. It would have been so much nicer earlier in the game. Oh, nice. Congrats. Congratulations. All right. Well, I'm not seeing any daffodils. All right. We're done processing that stuff, so let's see what we ended up with. Pineapple seeds, bananas, mangoes. Yeah, no shockers really in that grouping there. I don't know if I'm even going to bother. I was thinking about cranking through a bunch of those, but I don't think it's really that informative. So let's go ahead and, it's only noon. Let's go ahead and take an early nap. Oh crap, we forgot to go harvest island ancient fruit. Should have done that yesterday. Alright, well that's alright. We'll do that today. It is a rainy day. Picture of you two on her phone. It's from the day she moved in. Oh, we've seen that one before. Alright, let's jump out to the farm. Raining everywhere today. Again, is this critical? Probably not. This is probably the last day I'm going to play this save. Like I said, once I hit perfection, I normally retire the saves. I don't get rid of them. I don't delete them. I keep them. So we could always go back and... Let's say they add a whole nother chapter to Sword and Sorcery. We could come back to this save and play it if we wanted to. Wow, I'm missing all kinds of stuff. Look at that. So bad. I don't know who Styles is. I don't know that we ever met a Styles. There we go. Done. Let's cut across here. Make sure we didn't miss any. Okay, let's see. I don't think... Oh, these have processed. So are we going to have enough? That is the question. Let's see here. First things first, we'll sell those. And we're going to store those. $202, $201, $200. We need 196. If I'm doing my math correctly. Yep, 203. 203, 406. We still have enough. All right. I think we're relatively in balance then. You would not be alone in the falling asleep. I think we get a lot of our viewers. We try to keep it that way. It's purposeful, right? Being chill and relaxed is what we're going for. But yeah, I think we get a lot of people that fall asleep. You can tell the chat activity drops off around midnight my time. We still have some viewers, but it just gets really quiet. Appreciate you popping in and saying hi, though. It's always good to see a returning face. All right, we got cheese as well. Well, this is going to be a good sales day. Let's see. Let's get our goat cheese, goat cheese. But that is definitely by design. We go for the chill vibe. All right. Anything else we can sell? We can sell some roe, sell some roe. Sell that. Sell that. This is going to be a pretty good sales day. Okay. It is raining, so we don't know if anything's going to happen there. So we'll leave that as is. I can understand that. No worries, no worries. Nancy, you're more than loyal. No judgment either way. All right, let's go out and see Edith. Then the whole thing is ruined. Our chill vibe just goes right out the door when Victus shows up. How you doing, Victus? So, according to Nancy, the loaner truck rides better. How's it to drive? Oh, we've got to be close on daffodils. Yeah, we only need one more. See? Trouble. Nothing but trouble. I'm assuming that's a good thing? Or is that a bad thing? Oh, come on. One daffodil. We just need one daffodil. Hook us up. Didn't even see there was a train. Oh, so that's not a design special thing or anything like that. It's just an annoyance. I could see that being a little bit annoying when you're trying to drive. All right, well, we might get denied. Oh, is it hydraulic? Or pneumatic? So it's just not holding, must be air ride, right? So it's just not holding air pressure. That's kind of sucky. Alright, well, I don't think I'm gonna score my final daffodil today. I was hoping. Alright, let's go see if we can find Edith. think that's Edith. It is. Oh, did I forget to take the quest again? I need a sandfish for a new recipe. Yeah. Need a sandfish for a new recipe. Bring Edith the sandfish. You were Edith. And that was sandfish. I don't know what else you want. Well, that was weird. It took it as a gift the first time, which was annoying. Alright, whatever. Whatever. Okay. Let's see if I can get in on this gambling action. Oh, I won the jackpot. I wasn't even paying attention. How am I doing on star drops? I mean, I'm no Nancy. Yeah, I haven't even gotten in back to 60,000. I keep spending mine, though. Guess I'm just not good at saving. I do stupid things like this. There we go. Let's see what that does. Woo! Now she's orange. Chat's not active enough. I don't think it's going to make any difference. That probably cost me. Yep, 53 now. Alright, let's go ahead and jump forward another day and see if we get any cutscenes from Lady Sheba or potentially from Ellie. Alright. Nope. I didn't figure we were going to get a cutscene out of that. But we had to check. Hey, Sword, where'd you go, buddy? There you are. Well, well, well. Let's see. We can do the coffee run here. Wink. Time to get the coffee. There we go. Alright, let's do a couple odds and ends things and then we'll probably take a quick break. There's our... Nope, that was a dandelion. Saw the flower and got excited. Industrial pipe. I don't know what that, if that's rare or not. I don't know. That's a weird one. Alright, let's go daffodil hunting. Come on, daffodil. Horseradish. More horseradish. Give us the flower. Good spring onion haul there. That was a pretty good spawn, honestly. Go, go. Go, go, gadget legs. There's one. There we go. Done. And done. We have done our due diligence. Took us a little bit longer than I thought it would. Alright, still nothing on the old conversation tracker, but let's just go out to the Scarp and see if anything triggers. Sometimes they don't show up. Alright, let's talk to you. Yeah, nothing's really changed, it doesn't look like, so. We filled up the friendship bar, but nothing really going there. Sword's close. 44 points. Not too bad. Well, this run, interesting enough on the Scarp, we got access to a whole bunch of stuff that our last Scarp playthrough didn't give us. And that could have been we had a conflict between mods. Because we never got the void goats. We didn't get a lot of things in this one. A couple of the, like, even seeds and stuff, I don't think we ever got in our last Scarp playthrough. So that was also fun to do. I like that Sword and Sorcery stacked up on top of East Scarp. Kind of put them together. Alright, unfortunately, little Sorcery in here. I think she's just going to take too long. Yeah, it's still 10 days to make her a toddler, so. Alright, let's go ahead and pop out real quick for a break, and I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Let's go ahead and kind of chat here a little bit about where we're at and what we're doing. So this is pretty much the conclusion of the sword and sorcery. We basically have done, I believe, everything. Unless there's some crazy thing that happens in year 10 or something like that, we're it. We got married, we got 2 kids, we got a fully functioning farm, the island's cooking. Our infrastructure's strong. We did some things a little bit differently on this one, which was kind of fun. We normally don't put this stuff inside of a shed, but I kind of like this setup. It's not too bad. Obviously, we do animals and bluegrass. That's normal. 3 wine sheds is a little bit higher than I normally run. Coffee in the greenhouse is pretty normal. While I love the Meadowlands farm, it's not the best farming farm. I mean, you could put farms on here. I think it works better for animals, especially with the bluegrass. So we definitely embraced that. Sword and sorcery it's in my top 5, easily in my top 5 as far as mods. I would put it up there with Stardew Valley Expanded as far as how much it made me re-engage with Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is a lot of fun. I can play vanilla again. It's not that, but this added content in such a way that really it helped me rediscover the fun, I think, a little bit. The skill system is really cool, right? My only complaint is it takes so long to get some of this stuff. The way I personally play is as I get towards perfection, I'm ready to move on. And some of the stuff we didn't get till we were basically at perfection. So for me, the pacing of these skills would have been, I think it would have been more fun to get them sooner and use them more. But that being said, there's some cool stuff in there, right? If we look at the skill system here, right? This book, this alone, this might be one of my favorite things I've seen in a mod. This whole kind of player's guide built in here with all the information. This is cool. This I really like. The teleportation system, another huge favorite, right? Where you can teleport and you can set it up where you want it and custom configure stuff. Obviously I'd be a little bit careful so that people don't walk through your stuff and destroy it, but if you set this up correctly, this is pretty cool. I'm gonna have to see if I can find an equivalent to that. So that was big. But if you look at some of the skills here, right? We didn't do a ton of alchemy. The weaponry was pretty cool. We didn't do a lot of the shape-shifting stuff. It was all right. I didn't use a lot of these buffs and things. It just didn't make that big of a difference. The dog speed boost in a lot of our rings. This stuff is not sword and sorcery. This is like Eli and Dylan and the Bear family and stuff like that. So those were other mods that we did play along with sword and sorcery. But once you got up here into the druidic stuff, this started getting really cool. That time pause thing, I use that one a ton. We used this one early on to get us a free teleport back to... We just left the horse in his pen here, and we just used it as a teleport home all the time because we had the speed boost for the bear family. If you didn't have that, I don't think I would have used that one as much. Didn't use that one a lot. This one we used quite a bit. That's where we could just teleport to any obelisk location. Never used that one a lot, but again, we had the plushie buff. The armor stuff was kind of cool. Send an enemy to another realm. I don't think we ever did that one. Revive plant we did a couple of times. We did that a couple of times. These attacks and stuff were okay. The pocket chest, I think we probably could have used more. But we didn't. Let's see. That's going to be what, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's like an extended inventory. We probably could use that, but again, with chests anywhere, this takes less, this is less powerful. Now the pocket dimension thing, I feel like is a missed opportunity, or something's messed up in my setup, because it reads about it being a place that acts like a greenhouse and has all this functionality, but we were unable to get anything planted here. Maybe you could put garden pots down and grow stuff that way. I don't know. This seems like it's either not done yet, or I've got something that's making this not work. But so like if we try to till up at anything in here, it just doesn't work. Let's put that back where it belongs. There you go. Right, so I can't till anything in here. I can't even till this dirt. So I'm not we tried to plant trees out here. We couldn't do that. So I'm not sure what we're supposed to do with this. Whether this was a work in progress. It's a cool area, but I don't know on that one. But all in all, an amazing, amazing mod. I had a ton of fun with this one. I'm going to miss it. There's definitely parts of it I'm going to miss a lot. Where are we going next? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm thinking about maybe doing a deep dive into the movement mechanic, just for something different. I don't know what series I want to do next. I'm going through and I'm reading through a bunch of mods. I found a post and it was like a pre-release for a mod that looks to be coming, but it's not available yet. Another content mod. So if anybody has a content mod that you're like, hey, you should check this one out, feel free to let me know. You can ping me in Discord. You can leave a comment. You can hit the chat, whatever it happens to be. I'll be happy to look at things like that. Hey, 84, always appreciate you popping in and saying hi. Thanks so much. I don't want to do just another playthrough of something we've already done. Oh, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. So we'll get that figured out throughout this week. And then either late this week or early next week, I'll try to get a new series started. We could jump out of Stardew for a little bit. We could jump into maybe some... I don't know. We could jump into the last Starship again. I'll have to look to see. It's still an alpha. I don't know what they've changed in that, if it's worth jumping into. I don't know. I'm going to do some exploring the next day or two, and we'll figure it out. But most likely, we're going to stay in Stardew. That would be my gut. All right, looks like Neon is playing Escapist again. That was a fun raid, so let's go ahead and raid over there. If you guys want to check him out. Let's see, I think he is okay. No, he's getting close. 939 subscribers. So if you like what you see, yeah, we're cutting out. Hey, Shuggy, how you doing? Hope everything's going well with you. Yeah, we're done. There's nothing left to do in the save. We're just kind of at a transition point of like, you know what? And that's the other thing. I'm debating maybe cutting streaming down to like 4 hours instead of 6, just so that I can shift my schedule a bit and do some other video work and get some uploads done. So we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. I want to try some new things in July. I want to mix stuff up a little bit, if you will. But yeah, we're having a lot of fun. I'm also having a lot of fun in the members only streams. I don't know, Shugi, if you saw our latest thing. We wrote our own gamble command. We wrote our own redeem command now. Oh yeah, it's just past midnight here, 12:30. But yeah, we wrote ourselves a redeem command. And so that's now in place. We still have our Shuggy Pie inspired border and shape thing. I know it's no fight for your light thing, but it's what I can do. Uh-oh. I lost Neon. Where did Neon go? Oop, I think I accidentally closed the window. There we go. There we go. Okay. So that's kind of where things stand. But like I said, I'm looking to mix some things up in July. We're still going to stream probably most nights. I'm not saying that's going to go away. But trying to make some little subtle changes just to see where it takes us. So, all right, let's go ahead and we'll call this day done. Get our final sleep of the night of the stream. And this save is most likely going to get retired. I'm going to miss it. This one is like, some of them I'm ready to be done with. This one I'm not, man. I could, if there was a second chapter of Sword and Sorcery, I would play it in a heartbeat. It was a ton of fun, so. Okay, let's go ahead and say goodbye for now. I want to thank you guys all for hanging out with us. Thank you for making gaming a positive influence on the world. I do appreciate that kind of a thing. We'll leave you like we always do. Go watch, play, or create something great. I'll throw the link in. It should auto-forward you. If it doesn't, there's the link to where we're going. Go watch, play, or create something great. Have a... Thank you so much for being a part of our gaming community. I do appreciate you all. Thank you all for hanging out. I do appreciate the chat and the engagement. Makes these streams awesome. You guys are a big part of what makes everything work, so I do appreciate that. Have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, morning, or night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care, everybody.